Just bring us up to speed. What's happening in the latest?
Okay, good morning. So at about 2 minutes to 8 a.m. this morning, we were struck in Taipei by a fairly strong temblor. It's the strongest I've had in my 10 years in Taiwan. And we've just been informed by the government that it was the strongest quake to have hit the island since at least 1999. That was an earthquake which killed more than 2,000 people. Now, in Taiwan, I'm working from the middle of Taipei. I can't see any visible signs of damage, but the actual initial temblor was fairly long. It went from, at a guess, 20 to 30 seconds, and we've had several aftershocks since then. We understand that there have been some evacuations from some facilities, particularly closer to the epicenter of the earthquake, which was in Hualien on the east of the island. There was a tsunami warning issued related to some parts of the east and Okinawa. My understanding is that the tsunami waves were not forecast to be particularly large, and I do understand that Okinawa has not been severely affected, but that is unconfirmed, and we're still getting information. So this happened a little over an hour ago.
Yeah, Adrian, maybe just to build on that as well, we did just get a headline coming through out of Kyodo News on Okinawa itself that the airport, the Naha airport, has halted arrivals and departures, at least, well, to some extent affected to that extent. Adrian, I'm wondering if you could talk a little bit more about any potential or current disruptions to any production supply chains. We did hear, of course, from the TSMC spokesperson about 30 minutes back. I wonder if you could give us some context on what we have heard so far along those lines.
Sure. So Taiwan is a semiconductor manufacturing hub, as you know, making some of the world's most advanced chips. We do understand some of the facilities have evacuated personnel, but I would also underscore that these are very sophisticated factories. Taiwan is habituated to earthquakes. We often get temblors, and these are facilities which are built to withstand severe impacts. They have their own water supplies. They often have their own power generation. And Taiwan, as an island, as a government, as a community, it's really designed to deal with catastrophes, whether they're from earthquakes or severe typhoons. So our understanding is that there could be some action by the factories, but there's no indication right now that there will necessarily be any disruption to supply lines. On the east coast of the island, which is far less populated and also is less of a production center for anything much really. The majority of industry is on the west. It's likely that disruptions and damages and hopefully fatalities will be minimal or nil, but it's likely the damage will be much more severe on that side. We don't have confirmed reports, or I haven't seen confirmed reports of what's exactly going on over there, but there are concerns that there may have been building collapses.